Every time I'm going to record, rain, thunderstorm even, I keep saying this. I keep saying it every time. We desperately need weather monoliths. It would be absolutely fantastic. But today we have a lot on the agenda. How is there even an explosive barrel there? Greetings friends, Chaos here. Welcome back to the TerraCorps server, episode 6 of season 2. Hold on, there's a BlueJay. Today, I'm on the mining world because I'm after two specific materials. Chlorophyte, for obvious reasons, and meteorite, because I'm going to be using a lot of it in my base. I also want to build a small shop that I haven't talked about yet. It's not going to be the chest shop that I've been referencing. I need a lot of work towards that project still. And I'm going to be starting the groundwork for my first minigame. I'm going to be bringing back Gravediggers from season 1. If you don't know what that is, stay tuned and you will find out soon. First order of business is swinging by the jungle and grabbing enough chlorophyte for a new set of armor, tools, and more importantly, an upgrade to the extractinator. Last season, I built a pretty efficient chlorophyte farm, but I'm not entirely sure if I want to do that again this season, as I don't plan on selling it, and I'm on the fence about whether I want to use it a lot in my base or not. Feel free to leave a comment down below telling me if you'd like to see me build that farm again. Once I had enough of the green stuff, I went on the hunt for meteorite. Every night, a meteor has a 2% chance of falling. This increases to 50% the night after defeating the Eater of Worlds or the Brain of Cthulhu. This is a corruption world, so one of the best ways to get large quantities of meteorite in short time is to take on the Eater of Worlds in every in-game day. It's not 100% chance, but it's a lot better than 2%, and if you get a blood moon or a solar eclipse, using the sun or moon dials will drastically speed this up as well. Killing 12 Eater of Worlds has netted me around 5,000 meteorite, which is fantastic. Obviously, not every single Eater of Worlds led to a meteor falling, but it's a 50% chance. So you take what you can get. Also, by the way, did I mention that my dungeon farm is extremely efficient? And also, fun fact, a stack of ectoplasm, 60 platinum without a greedy ring. I'm not selling that though. We're gonna be crafting with it. So, we have some chlorophyte, not enough for my needs. Probably I'll most likely be going out and getting more, but I do now have a full turtle set because I am sick of dying. Look at this, 130 deaths already. I am so squishy. Enough is enough. I am switching to tank and I will no longer have to deal with dying, I hope. I probably will die a lot, but I'm hoping to keep it under 200 for the rest of the season. But yeah, I'm going tank. I'm going to start switching my accessories over to warding. I also want to make an Ankh shield, because right now I just have a completely unmodified cobalt shield that is extremely boring, and I have a lot of materials. I might already have everything that I need to make an Ankh shield. But before I actually go through and make that, I want to talk to Qcean about something real quick. Qcean.
What?
Come here.
You want to indicate where you're at?
At spawn. Hello.
Yeah, it did take me a hot minute to find you.
I'm stealthy. Qcean.
Yes.
Would you be willing to sell your pie in the ice cream shop? Well, just the plot. I don't want the whole shop.
50 mana crystals every 2 Terraria years.
No?
50 mana crystals, I think.
Okay. They're expensive.
It's prime real estate. That's why you want it.
Yeah.
Oh,
thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Wanna try that again one more time? Thank you.
If you had failed, Sarah was gonna grab it. I heard her teleport here. Thank you, Qcean.
You're welcome.
I need to indicate that. Hey, what are you doing? This is my
Well,
real
I told you to
estate.
land on top. It didn't say I wasn't gonna. I'm kidding.
Don't touch my real estate. Put it back. Put it back the way you found it.
I'm trying to. She cut me off. That wasn't me.
As it turned out, I actually do have everything for the Ankh Shield. I believe these two items shimmer the way I think they do. I should get a pocket mirror from this. And I should get a megaphone from that. Because those are the only two things that I'm missing, I believe. And so with those out of the way, I should be able to make an Ankh Shield, I think. So let's see. The Ankh Shield. Fantastic. Now I just need to get warding on all of this stuff and figure out what other accessories I want to use for survivability. Dying is for losers. I'm no longer gonna die. I am completely new to tanking or survivability gear in general. Normally I just build, so I guess I'm fairly new to combat in general. So yeah, leave a comment down below with your suggestions for my weapon setup, or if you think I should change anything in my accessories. Let me know in the comments. Have you ever had one of those days where you wake up with a fresh mind, excited with all the new ideas and plans that you have for that day? You hop out of bed, take a shower, eat some breakfast, then get straight to work. You gather all of the materials to craft a true Knight's Edge, then the true Excalibur, then the Terrablade. Then in a blink of an eye, you've completed an entire new ectoplasm shop. And then suddenly you're fighting the Old One's army over 20 times to get a bunch of Defender's Forges to sell. Then at the very end of that day, you got everything that you needed to do done for the day. You realize that in all of the excitement, you forgot something very important. No? You've never had one of those days? Well, that was today for me. I am a total idiot. Why am I an idiot, you might be wondering? Well, because I have been working all day long, and the entire time my microphone was turned off. So that means everything that I've done today has gone recorded with no audio. And it was quite a bit so far, actually. I didn't complete the episode, thank goodness for that, but I got a lot done. This is the Will-o'-the-Wisp, and it sells ectoplasm and wisps in a bottle. And obviously it's inspired by the wisp. I really like the way that it looks on the map. Another thing that I did while my mic was off, because I'm an idiot, is I fought 20 Old One armies, and we have now 10 new Defender's Forges, adding to the one that I already had stored away here, so we have 11 of them. Those are going to be saved up for my gaming district area. I want to have one in the minigame that I plan on starting today. I'm bringing back Gravediggers, and I'm going to be starting that build here soon. I'm just getting prize stuff together. And the other Defender Forges, those are going into the chest shop. I will not be starting that build this episode, but I am getting lots of materials together. I might even start another small shop here later today, because I obviously need to throw some more content into this episode to make up for all of the stuff that I recorded and didn't talk doing. This game. The games have begun. people have started changing the name of Naria. I'm assuming Qcean, but maybe not. But what if we change it to Arena now? She probably expects me to change that back to Naria, but now it is Arena. I don't care what this place is called. That was just to trigger Qcean. But we are also here to work on a post office. I wanted to have a way of having everybody be able to stop by in one area, check their mail, pass off mail to other players, and yeah, I just thought it would be fun. Maybe it is better to travel to people's bases to drop off stuff, but I also think this is a good idea. Maybe. We'll give it a shot, see if people like it. If they don't, then next season we won't do another. If they do, then next season we might. So first things first, let's get into our builder mode. Make sure we have our paint sprayer turned on. And our floor is going to be right here. And I actually want to start by building the mail slots and then doing the building around it, mostly because space here is extremely limited. We've got my shop here, which I am willing to dismantle and rebuild over here if I need to, past my ectoplasm shop. We also have the wood shop right there and then spawn right here. So space limited. And I need to have 12 slots, as currently on the server there are 12 active members. Then below each of these slots I can have an echo coded, or an echo platform rather. They're just echo platforms, they're not actually coded. I know I'm painting them, I don't need to, but I've already started doing it and now they're going to be consistent, so there we go. And then inside each of these slots we will have a chest. And I'll probably name each chest just so people know whose is whose. And then I'll tell people that they could switch to whatever chest they want. It doesn't have to be Dynasty. They could paint them. It doesn't matter to me. They can basically do the same thing that we've been doing with the message board over here, and they're free to customize them. So far, the only people that have customized their boards are me and Qcean, who made hers echo coded for some reason. I don't know. But now with this here, we could build a post office around it. It's going to be a small building. I'm still considering shifting this over and tearing this down and just building a new shop entrance. I don't know. I've got to give it some thought and see how good I can make this shop or this post office like in such a small area. After a lot of internal debate, I have decided I prefer this layout a lot more, having 6x2 rather than 4x3. And that means this building is going to be like right against both of these things. And I think the tree is fine, but I think the teleportation shop is not fine. But yeah, this build's going. And I think I want to redesign it again. Make it look a little bit different this next time. I was happy with it, but I didn't love it. And I would love to love the shop anyway. So let's see if I can design it in a way that I love it. But first, I want to finish this post office up. I decided to go slightly wider with the edges here because I want to do something a little bit special with the glass. I talked about this during my echo coding spoiler video, but if you haven't seen this yet, then you might enjoy what I have in plan here. So we're just going to place some glass in here, and then in the middle, it doesn't matter what wall we place, we're just going to place some walls in here, and they're going to be in this pattern like this. And once we have those in place, we're going to grab our paint roller and some echo coating, and we are going to paint everything that's not glass in the middle of this window. And what this is going to do is create a very unique pattern within the glass. So as you see here, there's a line in between each pane, but there's also a smaller box in between those. And the way this works is whenever you have walls of different types, there's always a connecting line in between them. So if we were to just fill this entire area in over here with glass, echo coat this right up the middle, and then do every other panel like we did on the other side, you'll see we have that line in the middle, but we don't have the small boxes inside. That's because this is all glass. It's all one type of wall, and it's not trying to create that connecting barrier line that different types of wall do. If I grabbed an entirely different type of wall than I used over there, you saw I used iron brick. Let's grab, I don't know, let's grab this fence right here, and we put this in here, and then we echo coat this. You'll see that it does the same thing as it does on the other side. So to get this pattern to work, you don't need to have any specific walls. You just need glass and then a non-glass wall, or rather non-standard glass. You could use stained glass if you wanted to, but then you echo coat the stuff in the middle and you end up with this interesting pattern. If you like this outer bit here where the wall is extending into the gap, you can leave it like that. But if you don't like that, I would recommend you use a fence on the outer edges like this. It'll get rid of that gap and it won't extend into the window like that. Potted jungle palms, and we're just going to put one of those in the middle just like that. I do wish that you could flip these like you can with statues, but you can't. Oh well, what are you gonna do? I toyed around with a few roof ideas. I decided on a glass dome, but I also wanted to have some shingle bits as well. So this is what I've come up with in the end. I'm pretty happy with it, I think. Let me know what you guys think as well. In the middle of it, I want to have some more of that pattern that we have over here just to make the dome fit. So we're gonna fill in this entire area with glass and then make a checkered pattern with some other type of wall, which we will then echo coat. In the end, I decided the checker pattern wasn't working so hot. I tried a few variations of it, was never quite happy with it, but I do like just having these vertical line patterns. That I am happy with. So we're gonna add a few more details around here, just a little bit of brown painted rich mahogany right there, popping out just a tiny bit of extra detail in that specific spot. And then up here, what I want to do is to make a mail sign to indicate that this is a post office. And there we go. The TerraCorps Season 2 post office is now built. We'll see what everybody thinks of it. It is free for everybody to use. We could all customize our own chests by painting them or swapping out what chest we want to use. I'm going to hold off on customizing for now. I'll probably change it later. I need to let everybody know that this place is now open and we could start sending stuff to each other very easily. But before we do that, I've actually gotten pretty wealthy over the past month or two of the server, mostly due to the fact that I go around every single night and gather stars whenever I see it, and I've been AFK farming a lot. So I've got a couple thousand platinum and half of 1,000 mana crystals. So I think in every single chest, except for my own, for obvious reasons, I'm going to just give everybody a little welcoming gift of maybe 50 platinum or so. And I'm thinking 20 mana crystals each. And it's totally not because I'm just trying to butter them up for when I open my minigame. No way, not at all. We are going to pay our friend the merchant a visit. However, you guys can't come with me because he's at a pylon location and we are not doing the competition yet. And I don't want to give you guys any spoilers. Okay, actually, it's fine as long as I'm zoomed in here. They're in a temporary house while the pylon area is being built, so it's not too big of a concern. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a ton of these anvils here, an entire stack of them, in fact. And we're going to head back to spawn, and we are going to head right over here and plop those in there. A moment later, and we have a whole bunch of iron bars, which I could convert into lead bars if I need them to. Or I could convert these into ore. The shimmer is so good. It's so good. I need to quickly swing by my farm because Powerhouse has requested sniper scopes, or rifle scopes and sniper rifles. And I've been farming the past couple of nights in order to fill this order. And he wants 8 of each, which we have. But I think I'm gonna stop by and put these in his mailbox nonetheless. Before we get to the main build of the episode, the mining world just had its weekly reset and nobody else is on right now, which has not happened since season 2 started. So I'm going to take advantage of this. And I have got a whole bunch of biome keys from my farm. I didn't grab a corruption key because, well, this time it's a crimson world. So we have a crimson key with us. We're gonna get those chests and we're gonna get the loot from inside of them. Maybe keep it, maybe sell it. I'm mostly interested in the chests because I want to make a chest shop. So let's go deal with Skeletron, hop into the dungeon, and get as much as we can before anybody else joins. Now that we're here, we're just going to sneak one of those in. I doubt anybody will be the wiser or really care, to be honest. Because it's the mining world, it's not as important as the base world. And we're just going to melt this guy really quick. And into the dungeon we go. I'm also going to collect dungeon doors and probably platforms, anything that I'd like to work with in general. And now I've gone ahead and marked each of the biome chests. So we have the snow one over there, jungle up there. These guys in my face. Hallowed is near the jungle, Crimson's near that as well, but all the way on the other end is the desert. The reason why I did this now and not after I defeated Plantera is because I didn't want to come in here when it's the most dangerous, spend forever figuring out where these chests are and dying constantly. I know I'm in new gear, but again, I have vowed not to die again, kind of. Well, whatever. I think it would be much easier to come through here, mark these off now, and then once I've defeated Plantera, just rush to all 5 of these chests and GTFO. So I guess now that means it's time to rush Wall of Flesh, the mechs, and Plantera. Alright, do you want to do Plantera with us?
Sure.
We're going to the mining world. I just needed to drop off some stuff from clearing out the dungeon. I marked down the biome chest locations, so I'm gonna go kill Plantera and get them before Dante can. I was scratching my eyes blue. I wasn't looking at the screen. I was rubbing my eye. I didn't even see it. I was just scratching my eye, and then I heard an explosion, and I'm like, I know what happened.
And I waited there.
All right, I'm gonna hop over to the surface, and we can do some mechs.
Ah! Why did I jump into its face?
Because you have a death wish.
Other than that, not on me.
I'm gonna summon the twins since Prime's nearly dead.
Okay.
Swear 5 days straight of eating pizza and I got no heartburn. Got a stomach of steel.
For now, you'll get older.
Yeah.
I used to be able to eat pizza like that till I hit 30.
Why did you hit 30?
Yeah, why didn't you die before you hit 30?
You are very near death, Sarah.
I am, but I can't heal. Didn't die. I didn't die.
Me either.
All right, out of there, safe and sound, and no deaths. Although it was pretty close a couple of times. But we got all 5 of the biome chests, and it is time to head back to the main world. I've got the goods. You got the money? All right. I like your shot, by the way. This
Thank
pie
you.
in particular looks quite scrumptious.
Thank you. Needs a little bit of cleaning up, but
Did you spell ice cream right this time?
nope.
Yes, you... Well, you didn't write ice scram like last time.
I was a rush. That's why.
Okay, I'm gonna go work on Gravediggers. Bye! And now Gravediggers has made its triumphant return in a whole new appearance. And I'm pretty proud of the way that this looks. It's kind of creepy, but I like it. So this is the way this works. If you guys missed season 1, we've got a how to play sign over here. Over here we have the rules. There are 10 different graves. Right now, none of these have real prizes in them yet. I need to gather that before I fully open the shop, but I thought I would give you an example of how that works. So people will pay for a golden key. They will get 1 golden key. One of the rules is that they cannot bring their own keys. Also, they cannot use any pickaxes. I need to actually add that to the rules. I'll add that to the rules. They could only use the Gravedigger shovel here. So they're going to pick a grave and they're going to dig it out. And then at the bottom, there's a locked chest. They open that up and their prize will be inside. So that's the way that this minigame works. Once all 10 chests have been looted, I will fill them up with new prizes. Additionally, I have more plans for this minigame. It's going to go into a phase 2 eventually, but I'll probably wait off and do that after the new year, because new year, new phase, why not? But that is all that we have time for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, be sure to leave a like and a comment, and please consider subscribing to the channel. It really does help us out. A huge thank you to my biggest supporters for the month: Matt Dragon, Nate Wiley, Hypic3, and Duke Samron. And be sure to check out my channel artist, MythicalWater, linked in the description below. Thank you all very much for watching. Be back soon with a new video. Until then, happy building.